The brand new group of lawmakers you voted for is back to work in Washington, D.C. tomorrow, but things could get messy in the House of Representatives right from the beginning. And that's because we're in for another battle for the speakership. After the 119th Congress is sworn into the House, the very first order of business is to elect a speaker. Literally nothing. No business can be conducted in the House of Representatives until there is a speaker elected by the majority. Now, it is true that the current speaker, Mike Johnson, does have the endorsement from President-elect Donald Trump, but that does not guarantee that he's going to win back the gavel. And to understand why, you have to understand the makeup in the House of Representatives. To the math! In November, we elected 435 lawmakers to the House of Representatives. 220 are Republicans, 215 are Democrats. In order to have majority control, you have to have the majority of 435, which is 218. Obviously, with 220, Republicans have secured narrowly the majority. And that also means in order to pass any piece of legislation, if everyone is present and voting, you need 218 yes votes, including to elect the Speaker of the House. Now, because Republicans are the majority party and they are trying to elect a Republican Speaker of the House, it is the Republicans' responsibility to get these 218 votes from right here. Think logically. They're not going to get them from Democrats. That doesn't make any sense. And quite frankly, historically, it doesn't really happen that the minority party votes for the majority party speaker. That can happen, but it's not the minority party's responsibility to help elect the majority party speaker. Does that make sense? And on top of that, Hakeem Jeffries, who is the leader of the Democrats in the House, has already said no Democrats are going to vote for Speaker Mike Johnson because the Democrats are pissed at him over the way he handled the negotiations that could have led to a government shutdown just last month. I did several videos about it. So back to the drama we're about to see tomorrow. Remember, 218 yes votes if everyone is present and voting. Remember that. The problem is, it's not 220 right now in the House of Representatives. It's actually 219 Republicans in the House of Representatives because Representative Matt Gaetz resigned his seat. So he is not going to be sworn in with the rest of the Republicans in the House. That means Speaker Johnson can only afford 2 no votes from his Republican Party tomorrow. Just 2. Here's the thing. There's already one Republican who says he's a no on Speaker Johnson. Representative Thomas Massie from Kentucky has already said he's a hard pass on Mike Johnson. That means Mike Johnson can only afford to lose 1 more vote, and then he will not be Speaker. And at this point, there's about a dozen or so Republicans who are on the fence about Mike Johnson. So it's definitely possible that Mike Johnson is going to lose at least the first round of votes for the speakership tomorrow. Now, will he lose 15 rounds like we saw with then Speaker Kevin McCarthy back in 2023? It's unclear. Or will Speaker Mike Johnson cut some kind of deal with all of those Republicans to avoid multiple rounds of votes? Who knows? We're all going to have to watch tomorrow and see.